Welcome back to another playoff episode of The Recap. Today's episode features the number 7 Grizzlies versus the number 6 Bulls. Both teams pulled off upsets, and now they look to head to the BBWL championship game. Let's get things started. Bulls the home team. Hoteling on the mound. He's going to fool Chaldros early, but Chaldros is going to hit this one a little bit harder, unfortunately out of play for out number 1. Hoteling been a force all year long, and he's getting some great defense behind him as well. 2 down here in the top of the first when Hoteling sits down. Sullivan, who was unhappy with the call, but it nicked the bottom of the strike zone. 1-0 after the top of the first. 2 batters walk, and then that must have been a Homer Simpson because the pitcher just went dope. 3-0 Taborton Mountain Bulls. And my man Ferg ain't messing around because later on in the inning, he's going to double down the line. He's got first place in sight. 5 runs in this inning for the Bulls. After Hoteling puts a charge into one, deep and gone. 5-0 after 1, Taborton Mountain Bulls. After 2 back-to-back walks, Hoteling's had enough. He's going to pump some Chet down the middle. Chaldros, the next batter, would walk on an IBB, though, and 2 runs would come across before this Ferlito foul out. And then Hoteling going to sit down Markello, throwing some absolute gas in this one. So it's 5-2 over to the bottom of the second. Mike Phil going to foul out, but Ferguson's going to stay hot as he hammers a double past the fielder. And then Greg Hoteling just getting it done. All facets of the game. A no doubter. To the road he goes. A big bomb there. 7-2 at this point. Phil would walk, and then Ferguson puts one over the center field wall. He did a couple push-ups before the game, and it's a good thing he did. Just able to get that one out of the park. It's a 9-2 game. Hoteling would fly out, and then Phil once again would foul out, but the damage was done. 9-2 at this point as we head to the top of the third. Last shot for the Grizzlies. Sullivan gonna go down swinging on the nasty hook. A little jelly leg there, and Sullivan's not happy about it. Winkler would walk, but that was not enough because Hoteling continued to pound the zone. Andre G knew it, and then Gundrum trying his antics, but Hoteling not falling for it. And game 1 goes to the Bulls, 9-2. Right into game 2 we go, and you notice we're in full speed, fast forward motion. And there's a reason behind this. As we continue to count ball after ball after ball. Ferguson on the hill for the Taborton Mountain Bulls, trying to put this one away. But instead, he throws a record 21 straight balls. You saw the pep talk from Hoteling. He couldn't even fix it. 21 straight. Count them all up. You got it. And then finally, a strike. Who would have thought? 1 for 21, 1 for 22 rather, but they would score 5 in the first inning. So with those 5 runs, the Grizzlies are going to go with Ferlito. They have a shot here to go Chaldros or Ferlito. This is an elimination game. They choose Ferlito. He's led them all season long. So they put him on the mound to try to get to game 3.
There it is. Good start.
He looks good early on. He's going to get Hoteling to foul out. He hit it hard. He would walk Phil, but then Ferguson going to go down on strike. So looking like a good move here by the Grizzlies. A fly out would end the inning, and after 1, 5-0 Grizz. Looking good and feeling good. When they have the energy flowing, they're as tough as they get. Another disastrous inning for Ferguson. You see the foul out from Ferlito, but after this ground ball single, they would score 5 more runs. Walk after walk after walk. So we take it to the bottom of the second. Hoteling, frustrated, he fouls out. Phil going to hit a hard ground ball, going to get a double and try to get things going. He's their leader. Next batter, Ferguson, hard ground ball. Look at this play. That's going to be a top playoff nominee. But the errant throw is going to cost him a run. You wonder how much that affects him later on. A strikeout later on in the inning. The Grizz did end up giving up 3 in that inning, so a 10-3 game at this point. And all of a sudden, Ferguson settling in. Gets a ground out. After a walk, a Marikello strikeout, and then Sullivan gonna go down looking. A 0 on the board for the Bulls. They keep it at 10-3, but still a large uphill climb. Hard ground ball. That would have been a big play. Could have got an out there for them. That's a double, and then the foul out from Hoteling. So we got a guy on second, 1 out, 10-3 game. And we get this. A liner over the center field fence. No big deal, though, right? 10-5 at this point. 1 out. And the Grizz are feeling good. Next batter, Ferguson, fouls out. So a 10-5 game, nobody on. But after that, the Grizz would need some luck because Ferlito walked 5 straight guys to make it a 10-8 game. On the pitch, look at this. A foul off of Ferg's bat, making it a 1-2 count. So a 10-8 game with a runner on first and second, and Ferg is just down to his final strike. But then we get this, of course, controversy, right? So the Grizz got to make a call, right? Second baseman's call. He's going to call him. He's going to call him out. So the Bulls are going to challenge, and we go to the replay booth. And Ferguson his barrel never crossed home plate. Not once, although Sullivan wants it in the backdrop. It was reviewed and double-checked here again. Ferguson held up, so he's got to finish the at-bats. He would walk, bringing up Hoteling, and the bases loaded. 10-8 game. And Ferlito runs it to a 2-0 count. Desperate need of a strike here. An IBB would win the game. With the bases loaded at this point, that would make it 11-10 game. Hoteling can't even look, and either can the Grizzlies, because that is a walk-off 3-run IBB. They did it to the Vipers just a couple days ago, and unfortunately, a little bad luck and karma falls on the Grizz. A tremendous season, though, from the Grizzlies. They came from the bottom all the way up, and they have nothing to be ashamed of. They were doubted all season long, but the Bulls move on to the finals to take on the winner of the Bandits and the Battlehawks. Thanks for joining us once again on
The Recap.